What's up, everyone? This is Manny here from School of Mastery, and wanted to explain some things, or something, and that is karma. What is it, and what can we do to change it? So, without further ado, this is going to be the short explanation, but I'm going to go deeper into it. Karma is the repercussions of your actions. So, if you have done a lot of good things, you have a lot of good things coming to you. If you have, let's say, done bad things, bad things, good things will start to go away from you, right? And vice versa. So you can be on different stages on your journey. For me, my life has gotten better since I accepted Christ, but I have a lot of repercussions or from my past that I wasn't with Christ that I have to sort of confront or envelop or destroy those certain aspects that don't really help the forward aspect, the progress, the blessings. So that's what I have to do, right? And for you, I would have to say the same, to say that if you haven't accepted Christ or if you haven't done the right things, you should be getting repercussions. Now, doesn't mean that always, doesn't mean you're getting the repercussions some way. It just checks and balances. It just balances out that way. So the reason you have the life you have, especially now in the present, is because of your past actions, right? Now, sometimes you may think something's wrong, but it's actually good. So don't get it twisted if you, like, let's say, lost a lot of, let's say, close friends, or you lost a lot of people. It doesn't matter. What matters is how you are becoming a better person. That's what matters. As you become a better person, then you become a better individual. I have this book called Really Nice but Very Dangerously Kept. This one. I'm not here to sell it, so you know. What I am going to say is there's a certain way as a martial artist that you should act in order to not get hurt. So I'm going to explain what that book wants you to do, what that book has in store for you, if you were to take it and read it. What the book has in store for you is you'll learn to not live in a way where you're causing harm to yourself in the karmic way, in the karmic path, or in the karmic repercussions, or the karmic coming and going or withdrawal. Or you're not going to be living that way in a martial arts sense, in a martial arts way that's going to hurt you. You can still do other things in different, because life is not just martial arts or just area of that life. It's also like, how you act at school, how you act at home, how you act in many areas. So it's what's going to help you succeed in the martial arts realm, so how you don't get hurt in that area. But please understand, karma is not like a bad thing. It's just the results of your actions, or the consequence. It's just consequence, we can say, understanding or realization. So what you can do, and this is what I did, and I kind of stumbled upon this accidentally, in my first book, is about more like how to walk the right way. what happens when you walk the right way, what happens to you, and I'm not sure if I have the here. Yes, I do. The best book about God and the life we live, period. So it explains how, Jesus, there's karma with God. God has karma. And that this world is basically God's creation. And we have to sort of embrace that. Now, sure, it's not always perfect, but we're here. And the fact is that we can do things about it. So that's what the first book is sort of about, is all about. And I have other books too. Here, let me. Jesus Rules No More is St. Michael's Turn, which is me. This is my soul, like my past, we'll say, my past incarnation. But it's sort of like the testament to, I guess, who I am, who I've become, or testament to that's who rules. Like, how do I put this? Jesus is the King of Heaven, and out of creation, I was created to rule it. This creation. There's many creations, but not everybody uses the same rules in each it has the same concepts in each creation, same ideas in each creation. This creation was done to sort of incorporate we were trying to, okay, basically think of it as like everybody is a god of something. So I'm a god of creation, or I'm the god of creation, or like this creation. Other creations are other gods who have that creation. So my duty is to supervise and to manage, or to maintain. But other people have, like the god of war, or like god of wars, or god of, love, and you can be several gods at once by learning from other gods, right? You can be a god of telepathy, right? Be the best at that, You can be the god of fashion, or, the god of beauty, of love and bewilderment, or bewildering people. You can be the god of that. Like, it's just, what are you the god of? And it's learning to discover what you're the god of, or gods of, and you can learn skills from other gods. And you can kind of like duplicate their success, but they sort of hold the reins to that area because they're like the main god of that, the main god of it. So what this book, what the last book I just showed you is about, is God basically said that if you with me and like with me in charge or in command of creation, he's in command of heaven. Well, he doesn't really talk about that in the book, but he commands heaven, and he also commands me, or commands like some things, but what he did is that he gave the charge or the post to myself, or to my creation management responsibility. He kind of officially gave it to me, or officially handed it, or like bestowed it, or proclaimed it. So that's what it's all about, and it's about like what he has said before he gave that to me, how we have to live, how we should live, in order to avoid problems, in order to avoid revelations and a lot of calamities. But what he doesn't say is, as I will talk about in this book, is This book is how I lost fat twice. This is sort of separate. Figured, just so you understand like what I've been up to, or like I had John Slaughter talk about you know, where have I been? Is there other materials? Yeah, there's other materials. So, but this is for those. The one for the weight loss is helps those to lose weight who are about 30 to 50 pounds overweight. And I'm currently working on the next one, which is about getting the six-pack finally, you know, and I'm really close, or I'm closer, I guess, than before. I had gained weight in order to create a sort of space that to see how can you get a girl or get girls or get a romantic date while still not having the body and all this stuff like that and yada yada. So that's what I did there. And the next one, this one's kind of like my pride here. I had two teachers, Manifest Exceptionally, or Exceptionally, or some parentheses in there. All these books I wrote, and my heart was in it. And like, if I try to change something, like it was there for like a reason. Like it's like God telling you, or telling whoever gets it, like there's a reason that it was written this way. There's a reason. And there's a reason. It's not, you may think it's like a typo, or not a typo, but like some weird thing, but it's meant to be that sort of way. I tried to change, but my heart couldn't do it. Like the soul, like the energy of love was like saying like, nah, like if you do this, you're screwed. So that's just kind of what it said. So, but what that book is a perfect combination of Robbins, you know, Tony Robbins, you know, motivational speaker, a success coach, and another coach that I had, putting their ideas together in a perfect harmony, and how to achieve your goals. I can take you into it. I guess like maybe if you send me a comment that you got it, I can send you a video that says like kind of like walks you through it. But I don't have another way of doing that. If you really want it, I'll give it to you, right? And eventually, or no, I'll just give it to you. So, and maybe if there's maybe there's a bunch of people who bought it, I'll probably just put it up like something about that, some work about that. But I also have this book on there called 10 Threat, which I can put probably right, like it's like a fish, and it's called 10 Threat. And what it's about is, you know, there's levels of threat, right? There's go from 0, which is like no threat, nothing going on, to like 1, which is like probably social interactions, and then it goes a little up to 10, which is war. 10 is war, and that's like the high. That's the most you can go here. And what I talk about level 10 threat is how to get ready for 10 threat. I'm ready for 10 threat. I understand 10 threat. The level 10 or the war, or like I have perfected that so well, so much, or just perfectly, or I can't see any. I can't feel a loophole. I can't sense any weirdness. So I mean, I can't sense a weakness. I can't sense anything. I can't proceed to better it because I have nothing else to better it. That's something I focused on for a long time, for probably 4 eons or 4 lifetimes, just to get right. So I'm just telling you, like, that's just what I did. And then this life, I kind of just got all the information. This world, I just learned it, or I learned how to maintain myself. So sure, other threat levels I may not have to the point of that one, but you know, if it comes down to the highest threat, I'm ready for it. So I'm cool. And so the point is to give that to you, to give you that insight. I also have this other book about work that I'm doing that I just have to edit, and that's what I've been up to. Pretty sure these are all the books. Can't think of another one. Oh, I'm sorry. And I also have a sales book. I'm not sure if I can get. I'm not sure if you want me to get up, but it's. I guess I will. I'll be right back. So this one, the sales book. You never thought would love just how you make money, how to win at life, or the subtitle. That's how you win at life. It's a sales book that I went to business school and I went to sales program, and for some reason I could not understand what sales was for the just to understand what is sales. Like I couldn't get that in my head. Like I couldn't I learned from the best in the area, and it just couldn't sink into me. Like I just couldn't understand it, like completely. Like, and then one time I was watching Jordan Belfort, and it just all of a sudden snapped into place. So I said, okay, I got this, and then I sold books. Sold books to my, sold books to my father, and which is, let me tell you, is a tough sale. And sold books online. I sold some books online, two on Instagram. But it's not. You may don't think it doesn't work. Like it works. So it's just something that it took a long time to figure out. And so whenever I have to sell anything, or not sell. Well, sorry if I'm doing that, but if I have to promote something, or whenever I'm out there in the field or something, I need that that principle or that philosophy is what has to be in place in order for it to succeed. It's like it's like you basically back someone into a corner, or I want to say corner, metaphorically, you back someone into truth, and they're just oh, that makes sense, I gotta get it, I'm getting it, or it's a no-brainer, or I'll be stupid to not get it, or I'll be weird and rude and condescending, or arrogant, or just bad if I didn't do this, because it just makes sense, and this is for me. They're helping me out, they're helping the person out. So I mean, that's about it with that. So I wrote those books, and I wrote some other things. I probably put that in the description, but it wasn't really something I would call a book or something like that. Oh, also, How to Be a Catch. That's probably a free one I'm gonna put up. I want to get published. I don't know. I tried to. It's just really weird with the place I'm publishing with, and I don't want to do it, I guess, basically. So, for you, if you're interested, it's in Google Drive. You can go ahead and you can download it, and you can have it. Free of charge, free of any gimmick or anything like that. You can have it, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. I'm gonna be like talking about this, talking about more subjects, more and more detail into different things, and I hope that you really enjoy this and I guess get something from it. For those, in case you don't know, I was diagnosed. I was given the title of having paranoid schizophrenia or paranoid tendencies, right? Or paranoid fluctuations, right? And I kind of got out of that, or I kind of have that in my mind. So be cautious or be warned that this is not information that is gonna like, it's gonna open your eyes, it's gonna open your mind. So don't be scared. I'm here for you. I get a check and I don't have to worry about, I don't have to do things that like normal people have to do based on the knowledge that I have. It allowed me to do that. Well, not allowed me, it was sort of an accident, but the intention of saving people, of saving the world, was kind of what got me this gift, and God rewarded me. So if you want to understand, yes, I did lose my mind. I did lose my, like my awareness. Like I lost who I was or who I've been, and I found out who I was always meant to be, who I always was in the beginning. Like before all this. So learn yourself, learn who you are. It's very important. If you don't, you can die. I'm serious. You can die. When you know yourself, you know who you are, who you are supposed to be, you're able to maneuver, or you can say manipulate, or I know manipulate is like a kind of weird word, but you can kind of like maneuver or like manage this reality, this perspective, this life you have. You can kind of manage it. It's like really weird. It's really cool at the same time. It's really cool. Not weird. But on this subject, things that I've been doing. Well, writing. I've been trying to make some money on YouTube. This is like probably the past couple weeks or something, past week or so, past week and a half. I have this other channel, More Than Just Food, that I'm working on with my father, or with someone, or with my dad. With my family. And I was trying to get views on that too. Bringing like healthy foods to you. My dad's a great cook. He knows, he's been cooking since he was like a kid. He learned how to he cooked in a way that he learned to improvise, and he learned to cook with what he had, like make things up as on the fly. So he has a lot of things he can do, and he has some dishes that we're gonna put up, or that is already, we'll probably re-record, is that we're gonna like, that are like his special dishes. And of course but he can make a bunch of dishes, so it's really cool. And he talks about blessing food, and the chakras, making it healthy, how to do that, how to get the vegetables in, and all those things. So that's what I've been up to. And of course, I've been on Instagram. I deleted my Instagram for the reasons that I guess you'll understand, is that it was sort of like a test Instagram, or like a Instagram to promote things. A lot of things have been happening because of what I promoted. for example, like this Black Lives Matter. It was sort of like, I felt like it's like my fault. Um, no, but yeah, really, it really is. I feel like it's my fault. Uh, or it's my responsibility, or it's my doing, or it's my, I guess, like, consequence. Sort of like not. I There was this one person they were talking about before the riots and stuff, or before the protests, I'll say. Uh, you know, what was happening, right? And there was, like, George Floyd died or something like that, and there's sorry, I don't mean to disrespect. I don't mean to do anything like that. There's a lot of people. I don't really follow it. All I know is that they have been subjugated, or they have been feel down, or feel depressed, or feel lonely, or feel subjugated, feel bad. So I sympathize, and I want them to understand. I want all to understand that, or we all have a part to play, and we all have to get along. But I mean, I hope you understand. Like, yes, bad things have. Oh, people. I don't mean riots. Well, whether you may see this or not, it's kind of a good thing. Kind of like it's a bad thing, bad and good thing, or bad and somewhat good. The I told one person, look, if you don't like what's happened, take control. Like, take ownership. Like, do something. Like take control. So as soon as I did that, like 2 days later, or a day later, that night, or something like that, it was like, then the riots, then protests were happening, or like then it just, people start taking it into their own hands. And whether you want to say this or not, or you want to agree with this or not, or admit this or not, people have more respect for, or more appreciation for the Black Lives Matter community, or Black Lives Matter organization or movement, and they should reach to all lives matter, or all lives can matter, should matter. That's how I see it. Should matter doesn't mean that they do matter. What matters to me is good. Good matters. Good people matter. Good people are usually important, are usually the best. I advocate the holy route, but I mean, and I would seek to destroy, or the negative route, and the negative individuals, create sort of a harmony of people. I understand the evil souls, but doesn't mean they should exist and they should continue to do those things, and do things that are just be evil. Doesn't mean I'm not condoning it. I mean, I'm not saying it's good, but I understand. I've been there, so I understand. It's annoying, really. I can't wait. I either want them to convert, or, as in Christ says in my vision, or Christ says, they get, destroyed in the judgment day. So, that's my take on that, and that's my take on life in general. If you don't really like what I'm saying, that's unfortunate, or that sucks, but that's you, and you do your thing. You can always leave, and I'm just telling you, this is what I'm going to be talking about. Talking about different subjects, different something that's going on in the world. And if you don't like it, okay, and wish you the best. And hope that you learn. I have another channel, or another, I guess you could say, startup channel. Startup. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it still. I'm gonna do it, but I guess not so much. Not as often as this one. This one I have you guys, and hope that make some money, man. Seriously, I'm gonna do another video on exactly like how my information, how these books got me money, or got me information, or got me protection, you know, from like negative stuff or things. And we can go from there. And hope you had a